Hey guys, Brad here with another quick video. On the bench right now, I've got a soundboard from a Stargate. This was sent in by James over at Vintage Arcade Vault as part of a complete set. Um, he wanted some repair done as well as just kind of maintenance, bring it up to speed, change all the electrolytics. I've done other boards in the past and for him, and he's ultimately his plan is to get me to do all of his Williams games over time, and we're working towards that right now. So. I've already done the I/O board, did a couple videos on that. I did the ROM board yesterday, and I did the soundboard last night. And usually when I'm done bringing them up to speed again, this one got all new caps and Molex headers and bridge rectifier. I'll go through all that on another video. But this one's just rebuilt, it's simple greened. And how I exercise these to fully test them, because ultimately they're only getting used when you're playing a game, right? And I can't sit down here all night. So I built this a while back. This is just a little, $10 Arduino microcontroller board, and I put a little daughter board on top I built. And what this does is simulates the inputs as if they were coming from the ROM board through the digital input side of the soundboard. And then, I've just got a potentiometer here for the volume control. The speakers go out here, and then this is power. And what this board does, this little Arduino here, is it doesn't drive every sound on the board, but it drives every bit that's used, every digital line it gets used, so I can test all the inputs. And when I originally built this, I had a little issue where it was kind of inconsistent, and that's because the way the Arduino executes code is sequential. And so what I did is I put a 7.4 LS244 here, which is a buffer line driver. So what I do is I let the Arduino load all the digital inputs in, and they come in sequentially, and then I drive one pin on this and it shifts them all out simultaneously. So all the bits arrive at this board at the same time, and then we play the sound, and then I just have this loop infinitely over and over. So what I'll do is I'll make sure it's up and running on the bench, and I actually have different code for every game board, because they use different sequences, whether it's a Stargate or Bubbles or Sinistar, whatever it may be. I'll load the program that I wrote for each one of them and then set it on the bench, and I'll show you here what it looks like. I'll plug it in. It's the same power source coming off that I'm driving the board with for the Arduino. So it'll keep going through and just looping through that all night long. So usually what I do is I'll let it run before I go to bed, and I come down the next day or after I get home from work, and I'll turn the volume down, obviously, so that everybody in the house doesn't hear it, but come back and make sure it's still working. And then I have a really high confidence level that the board is solid and is going to be reliable for the customer. I also changed the heatsink compound on the 7805 voltage regulator and the TDA 2002 audio amplifier when I rebuild these boards. I tighten up the fuses. I obviously clean everything. I typically remove the labels before I wash them in Simple Green. I don't wash all the boards, but if they've got a lot of dust and dirt on them, I will. Some boards aren't bad. A simple little paintbrush, soft bristle paintbrush, I dust them off with and then polish them with the silicone cloth. They turn out great. So anyway, this board's been really tested well. It ran all night, no problem. And so I will hook this up with the rest of the board set here that's still running on the bench. We've got the Stargate ROM board, I/O board. This is one of my MPUs. And then you can see it ran all night on the screen there. So next video will probably be the full set running as a complete unit. Thanks for watching.